Picture yourself on top of a quiet hill at dawn, with soft pink skies all around you. The sky is a bright orange color, and a light breeze whispers through the grass. You feel alive and calm right now, like the first rays of sunlight hitting your skin. When you touch your skin, you understand something very important. Happiness isn't a place you get to. The art of living is finding the right balance between decisions, points of view, and every day when you wake up, you open your eyes and take your first breath. Being conscious is a valuable gift that we don't even get to keep the next day. Right now, every morning we need to be very thankful for what we have. More time, no matter what, even when things are at their worst. In tough situations, people who find a reason to live can be thankful for another day. We are born again every morning. What we do today is the most important thing. Words that echo the Stoics' wise words remind us of the power that each day has. In Marcus Aurelius once said, "What we do shapes who we are and who we become." When you wake up in the morning, think about how lucky you are to be able to breathe, think, and enjoy life. Love. Think about how beautiful life is. Look up at the stars and picture yourself running with. They always think about how the parts change into each other for this reason. Thoughts wash away the dirt of everyday life. Remember what Viktor said, Frankl, "Not bad things happen to make life unpleasant. It's a lack of meaning and purpose. Find your purpose, and the universe will help you reach it. Moves with you, helping you on your way, and making your effect on the world stronger. Become an example of how beautiful it is to live in harmony, encouraging others to find their own place in the music." Today we're going to talk about the 13 timeless facts that show us the way. To a happier life, let's start by making sure you stay fit. A sound mind in a sound body is an old proverb that rings true today. Echoes through the ages like a timeless truth. Picture your body as the vessel that is what gets you through life's big, uncertain seas without proper care. It becomes weak as it withers and has a hard time handling the storms that are bound to happen. Like a ship going through dangerous waters, you need to build strength and resilience to handle life's constant changes. Tides make sure that you stay steady and strong no matter how rough the waves are. The Stoics knew this very well. For them, being healthy wasn't just a nice-to-have. It was the basis for a clear and strong mind, because how else could one, if they don't have the strength to stand tall, they should face life's problems with courage. Or the stamina to keep going, they knew that taking care of the body was part of taking care of the mind. Both were closely linked, with each helping the other live a peaceful life. Imagine a warrior. When he was getting ready for war, would he forget his armor or his sword? Since both are just as body and mind are necessary for defense, they are also necessary for getting through life's trials. Picture the flow of your day and the small planned things you do to take care of yourself. Those that support vitality, a morning stretch that wakes you up and helps you focus movement that brings you back to the present moment. A healthy meal that feeds not only your body and mind with each bite as a sign of respect for yourself, and life's gift is a peaceful walk under a big sky that makes you feel calm. Being in touch with the world around you, the earth under your feet, the wind on your skin, grounds your spirit. An endless horizon that makes you think of what these seemingly easy acts could lead to deeply self-respecting actions are like planting seeds in rich soil, blooms of well-being that you will one day harvest as they grow into the strength and life force that moves you forward. But what about your mind? It wants the same things. It needs food, but its food is different. It wants silence to restart. It needs times of stillness for reflection to grow and for good thinking to thrive. Times to think about things and a steady flow of positivity. Picture the peace of pausing. Taking a break from the chaos and letting your mind rest is like taking care of to an inner flame. If you ignore it, it dies. But if you care for it, it burns brightly, shedding light on your way, and as you do that, you'll see something beautiful. As happiness starts to grow, your inner world will change into a garden of peace and clarity. Thoughts are free to flow, and peace rules even when people are tired and the weight of the world seems to be on your shoulders. Remember that your body is strong, is the only real place you'll ever live, and your mind is where your happiness lies in taking care of both of them, because they are your most valuable possessions. Use your body as a guide through life's journey and treat it with respect. Your mind as the source of your spirit and respect your soul together, they form the core of who you are. Strong, robust, and ever. Number 2. Learn to be happy by yourself. Solitude is a place where the soul grows, and in its quiet space lies a world ready to be discovered. Still, many people are afraid of being alone and mistake solitude for. This fear of being alone comes from living in a society that often connects happiness with noise and other people. True happiness isn't in the crowd, it's inside of you, in the stillness. Moments when you have only your thoughts to think about and clarity comes from the silence. Picture yourself sitting quietly, with no phone ringing and no other people around to bother you. Notifications mean that there is no background noise to break the quiet. It's just you and your. At first, having your thoughts come out in their entirety may feel awkward, like you're on the edge. Of a place you don't know, the quiet can seem loud. That first void was overwhelming, but it was also wide, like the night sky. Changes into something deeper, a place full of endless options. This room turns into a place for self-discovery, reflection, and action. Being alone teaches you to value your own company, which leads to inner peace. Business to be your friend, your guide, and your biggest supporter. Lets you grow a love that doesn't need anyone else to love it, so you can stand on your own 2 feet. Others, it's when you're alone that you have the guts to be who you really are, without apologizing for loving every part of yourself, even the dark ones. The light solitude turns into a mirror that shows your real essence, a safe place to be, where honesty grows. Picture yourself sitting by a window and watching. As the rain falls, you can enjoy the peace and quiet. There's no need to hurry. There is no hurry to get or do anything. There is only calm acceptance of moment just the way it is, flaws and all. This is the beauty power of solitude. It gives you the gift of presence and the strength to live without over time. The desire to just be turns solitude into a safe place where you can get away, recover, and get in touch with your true self. Not a prison, but a safe place to stay. It's the quiet part of your mind where you find solitude gives you comfort, strength, and a fresh start. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being whole, and once you learn to be your happiness alone makes you a stronger, better person in every relationship. In every contact and relationship you have with someone, you give them not a broken piece, but the everything about who you are, because real and lasting happiness starts inside you, in the quiet, flowering garden of your soul. Stillness and time have helped it grow. Number 3. Control what you can accept, what you can't. Life sends us storms that some of us can handle. Others we have to deal with. The Stoics thought that happiness comes from being able to tell the difference between the two, because peace comes from clarity. Close your eyes and picture a sailor out at sea. The waves are high, the wind is howling, and the horizon is swept away by the storm. He can't control the wind, but he can. He doesn't waste time cursing the weather because he knows how to fix his sails. This won't make a difference, so he focuses on what he can control. He finds a way to move forward through his deeds, thoughts, and decisions. This is how to be in charge and put your energy where it needs to be. What's in your control? You can't tell other people how to behave, but you can pick how to react. You can't stop time, but you can pick how to spend it. Every moment gives you a choice to dwell in. If you want to be happy with what is and act on it, let go of what you can't change. Worrying about things you can't change is like trying to hold water in your hands. It slips away. If acceptance makes you feel restless and worn out, it's because it frees you. Save yourself needless pain and think of the sailor again, this time at peace. No matter what was going on around him, he found strength in his ability to change. Acceptance lets you save your energy for what really counts, so you can navigate life's waters with grace. Just because the sea is rough doesn't mean you can't do anything. It means you are smart enough to know where your peace and power end. Starts number 4. Separate from results. How often do we connect our happiness to if we want the raise, the approval, or the dream, we chase it. Putting our happiness on what other people can do for us, only to be sad when we fail. When things don't go as planned, it's like we connect our health to something far away. Star, because they think that's the only way to find light, and when they fail, they cry. We fall apart in the dark of unfulfilled hopes. Think of a farmer taking care of plants. He waters, prunes, and cares for his plants with time and care, but he knows a deep truth. He can't make them grow. The sun has to rise. It has to rain, and time has to run its course. His happiness doesn't come from the harvest by himself, but from the care he gives. The quiet pleasure of taking care of life is like a garden. Don't worry about the products. Focus on the process. Is uncertain. Sometimes the seeds you plant do well, and other times they don't. No matter how hard you try, they die, but when you put your whole heart into them, they grow. If you don't worry about the result, you can find freedom and peace. Imagine this. You know you did your best, no matter what happens next. You shouldn't judge your success by the end result. Instead, you should judge it by how hard you worked, how passionate you were, and how honest you were. When you do things, you start to see life as more than just wins and losses, but as an ongoing process of learning and growing. In this detachment from with certain results, peace comes from knowing that you are valuable. Is not determined by outside factors, but by the truth of your work. So put all of your heart into it and take care of your own garden. Trust that the world will take care of the rest. In this space of separation, there is not only peace, also the quiet, long-lasting joy of a life well lived. Number 5. Being thankful is what makes happiness obvious. It turns the everyday into the extraordinary. Extraordinary. It's simple to forget the little pleasures that a hot cup of coffee on a cold morning, the sound of a friend laughing that makes you feel better, the warmth of a blanket of a familiar place that brings comfort in the midst of life's chaos. But it is in these, the best things in life are often waiting for us when we least expect them. Take a moment to stop and think for those who choose to look every day. What went well today? What made you smile? Write it down, even if it's just for a short time. Remember to thank them if you can, because there is power in that. Transforming fleeting moments into permanent memories, turning everyday events into treasured ones. Over time, this simple habit changes the way you see things, which lets you find joy in places you didn't expect to find it, in the soft rustling of leaves, the sun on your skin, or the peace and quiet you share with your loved ones. Stoics, who were known for being strong and wise, did a powerful exercise called bad imagery, imagining life without the things they loved, not to make them afraid or worry, but to feel more grateful for what they had. Picture, if you will, you can imagine a world without the people, things, and habits that you value. By doing this, you start to see these things not as given, but as valuable in your life. Gifts, when you think about the people you love, even for a moment you enjoy, and the simple pleasures of life, you start to see them all as gifts that are worth much. Impermanent. Imagine waking up every morning knowing that nothing is certain, not even the sunrise, people you care about, not even your own breath, because that would be a cruel thing to do. This way of thinking makes your life better by seeing every moment as a precious gift. When truly practiced, it's more than just a fleeting feeling, it's a way of life, ways of seeing and being that teach you how to live fully, love deeply, and find. Every day, this brings out more and more beauty in even the smallest parts of life. Spiritual practice makes you more grounded in the present moment and more open to the wonders around you. You, no matter how small or short-lived they may be, by practicing thankfulness, you learn to. You find yourself looking for beauty as you welcome life with open arms and a heart. And simplicity, knowing that even the flaws in life teach us something. Meaning, and when you're thankful all the time, it changes your whole world. Of plenty, where happiness isn't something you have to look for, but something you take with you wherever you go. Number 6, live by your values. What guides your life? The short-lived praise of others or the steady love of God? Compass of your values. Too often we look for approval from other people, nod of agreement and a few words of praise. But when the applause stops, so does the mood. Our sense of meaning and true happiness don't come from other people noticing us. By living in line with our values, living by your values brings the honesty, and honesty brings peace. Write down what's most important to you. Kindness, courage, or maybe even sticking with something even when things get hard, let these. When your beliefs become the rock-solid base on which your life is built, if your actions match your beliefs, you'll go through life with a clear sense of purpose and freedom from the unhappy feelings that comes from living based on someone else's expectations. Picture walking along a path. You walk idly through a dense forest without a compass, not knowing where you're going. Each step will take you farther into the shadows. The way is less clear, but with a compass in hand, every step is more planned and intentional. Your beliefs are, that compass will be a guiding light for them as life changes all around them. You not only find your way, but you also build up an inner strength that holds you steady. In the middle of life's uncertainties, picture yourself having to make a tough choice. The easy path promises comfort and ease, but the right road demands, with courage and honesty, your ideals shine through in times like these. True worth. When you choose the road that is in line with your values, you build character and grow as a person. Stay true to who you are and what you believe in, and happiness will follow you. A feeling that doesn't last, but a long-lasting state of being rooted in authenticity over time, living by your values, becomes second nature. A quiet force that guides what you do. Making choices without second thoughts gives you a quiet confidence and a steady security that no matter what comes up, you will always be true to yourself. And in that, by staying true to your beliefs, you find not only peace, but also the deep joy of living a life that is truly your own. Number 7. Except in pain, pain is not the enemy. It is the hand that makes us. The unseen force that makes us strong is what makes us resilient. Getting stronger and sharpening our edges without pain is what progress is. A faraway dream, a goal that was never reached. Picture a blacksmith making a sword. The scorching heat of fire has to be put up with raw metal that won't bend or fix itself. Hammer blows that wouldn't stop, and the hard surface of the anvil in front of him. It changes into a strong and accurate tool, but the process is hard. Sparks and pressure fill the room, but it is only through this test that the metal changes into something better than it was before. Life does the same thing to us. The fires and hammers are obstacles, failures, and times of discomfort that shape us and push us to go beyond our limits, making us better. Imagine a better version of ourselves. When you avoid pain, you avoid change. A seedling that won't break through the ground because it's afraid of the weight of the earth above it, giving up the fight, it would never reach the sun or grow into the tall tree it was meant to be. In the same way, we need to step into the unknown in order to grow. With open arms and a steady heart, welcome pain. Instead of stepping out of your comfort zone, because that's where happiness is hidden, not in ease, but in when you face your fears and stretch. That's when you claim victory. Beyond what you think are your boundaries that you find the limitless potential inside you. Being uncomfortable is what changes you and lights a fire inside you that you don't want to put out. Just keep going, and you'll get smarter, stronger, and more resilient than you were before. Ever thought was possible? Number 8. Rethink. People often think of success as money, fame, and power, like a shiny prize that many people chase because they think it holds the key to lasting happiness. But most of the time, these outside signs of success make us feel empty, as if you feel like you're chasing ghosts in dim light, ask yourself what success means to you. There may be something deeper going on for you that is more important than how much money you have or how well known you are. Conducting your life by your own rules, finding joy in small things, or a real change in the success of someone else's life could be measured by how honestly you live, how much you love, and how bravely you go after what sets your soul on fire. Make your own rules for success. The world doesn't need you. Our world needs more wealthy and happy people. We need people who wake up with a sense of purpose, who are thankful for what they have, and who are happy with the road, not just the end goal. Being successful isn't a prize, it's a way of life that leads to. Again, ask yourself what success means to you in terms of inner peace and real happiness. You, and how are you going to make it happen? Number 9. Practice being present in the present. Each moment is unique, but we often spend a lot of time thinking about the past, looking forward to what's to come while losing the beauty of the present. The past, with all of its successes and failures, is gone for good. Locked in time, the future, with all of its hopes and fears, is still just a dream. The only thing that really exists is this a brief, precious moment that slips through our hands like sand through our fingers. Being aware of the hourglass shape is the art of being present and rooted in the present moment. The now. It tells you to take your time and enjoy the little things in life that you don't usually notice. Not pay attention while you eat. Enjoy every bite as if it were a treat. Complex tastes, textures, and the way each bite feeds your body and feels good when you walk on it. You can feel the ground under your feet and hear the beat. Your steps connect you to the ground when you speak. Really listen. Not just with your ears, but also with your whole heart, tuned in to the words and feelings. Shared by the people around you, happiness isn't found in the things that happened yesterday. It can be found here in nostalgia or sorrow, but not in tomorrow, which is tied to hopes or worries. Just think of this breath, this beating, and this one moment as a being in the present helps you string those pearls on the string of life. Together they make a life full of clarity, peace, and joy. Mindfulness helps you to live life in high definition, to see and hear its colors more clearly, hears sounds more clearly, and feels their depth more deeply. Suddenly, everyday moments extraordinary ones just because you are there to fully experience them. But learning presence isn't the same thing. Thoughts tend to stick in the mind, making it easy for them to move. Of the past and the things that might be pulling you away from the present. With time and skill, you can teach it to keep going back to the present. Every time you do that, you get better at accepting the gift as it is. Now, picture awareness as a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Over time, being present isn't just a practice, it's a way of life. This mindful state is a safe place where you can get away from the chaos of the world. You learn that happiness isn't a place you have to get to. It's a way of being rooted in the simple, deep things in life. The beauty of the present moment. Life happens right now. With an open heart and a clear mind, you can be your best self. Unlock the door to a fuller, happier life where peace and joy abound, become your constant friends. Number 10. Build a strong think about it. Mental toughness is what stands between struggle and power. It's the invisible force that helps you get through the best and worst times of your life. Will test you over and over. It will give you problems you didn't see coming, and others didn't expect how you'd react in those situations or how you'd get back up after each fall. Stoics thought that your happiness and ability to thrive depended on in the power of vision, that how we see things shapes what really happens. Not only is every failure an issue, but it's also a chance to learn something. Every problem isn't just a burden. It's a chance to get better. The trials you face today will make you smarter and more caring. Think about a tree that bends in the wind to help you figure out what kind of person you will be tomorrow. Because its roots go deep into the ground and hold it firmly in place. The branches may sway and the leaves may fall to the ground, but the tree stands firm. Grow strong roots within yourself to show courage, faith, and resilience. Your strength, and you'll be able to handle any storm life throws at you. To be resilient, you can't avoid pain or suffering. You have to accept them. Realizing that they are a part of being human, picture yourself as a river that flows over rocks. The rocks, don't they change the river's path, making it stronger and clearer? In the same way, your problems shape you, giving your character depth and your spirit strength when things get tough. In tough times, when it seems like the whole world is pressing down on you, remember that resilience is made, not born. It's not easy, but it gets better every time you decide to stand back up and keep moving forward to face the problems of life with an open mind and a strong will, strong roots, and a strong mind. You will not only weather the storms, but also get stronger because of them. Number 11, learn and grow. Having a mind that is interested in new things is a mind that is happy. Is there a mystery full of wonders, just ready to be discovered? Curiosity is what drives us. Want to learn how to question in order to go beyond the familiar and into unknown realms. With all of its complexities, life is full of chances to be amazed. To learn and grow, read books that make you think about things in new ways. Let you learn about new countries and ideas and start conversations that spark use your creativity and learn more by asking questions not of other people, but of yourself. What makes you tick? What motivates you? What makes you want to? Know that curiosity can help you get from where you are to where you want to be. No matter how small, every new event is a chance to learn something. Seeing a new place or looking at an old problem with fresh eyes can broaden your views and make your life better. Accept the unknown in your life, because it's often in the unknown that the most growth happens. When growth isn't a goal, it's a path that has no end. Happiness doesn't mean that your potential keeps growing as you go on this trip. If I just walk next to you, it will become a big part of who you are. Every day with its lessons and events brings a chance every step forward. To grow into a more aware and happy person, and if you keep your interest alive, you'll see that life is very complicated. Not a puzzle to be solved, but a wonder to be explored and savored. Savor number 12. Focus on making. Not just buying things is inactive. Making things is active. It's in the act of making things, whether they're art ideas, events, or even just moments that you put your own mark on the world when you make and interact with life in a deep way, turning raw promise into something real and meaningful. Picture your life as a big, empty painting. Don't just look up to other people. Paintings. Get a brush and paint your own masterpiece. Each stroke is a choice, an action, or a time when you took an idea, a feeling, or something else that seemed vague and made it come to life. The beauty of creation is not in being perfect, but in being real. Means making something happen that didn't exist before. It means making something that is uniquely yours. That gives life its variety and depth. In creation lies its work. Making sure we link with our inner selves, show who we are, and make a difference, something useful for the world, like writing a story or making a friend, or make a plan to solve a problem. The act of making something gives you a sense of satisfaction. Being truly living in purpose lies happiness. Making things gives life meaning. Making everyday days into special ones that are full of purpose and joy. So do not wait for other people to motivate you to pick up your paintbrush, pen, voice, or whatever it is. Start making things when the tool speaks to you. You are the artist of your own life. No matter how small, everything has the possibility for happiness. 13. Accept that things will change. That's okay. Nothing lasts forever. The fact that life is short is what makes it valuable. Picture each moment as a delicate snowflake that is one of a kind and beautiful. As soon as it hits your skin, it melts away. Its shape only lasts for a moment before disappearing. This is called impermanence. That gives life meaning and makes every event worth having. Remember that you are going to die. This isn't depressing. It's a precious memento mori. It frees us and tells us to live fully, stop putting off happiness, and embrace it. When you accept that everything changes, you free yourself from the chains of holding on and fearing loss, and instead, you enjoy the current moment, every moment as it happens, free to enjoy everything as it comes. Without having to hold on too tight, enjoy the times and hold them. Gently, knowing that they will pass. Enjoy the good times in life. Life is like a river. You have to find value in it even when things are bad. The water is always moving and changing, but you can hold on to it. Become one with its flow and feel its coolness on your skin. In this, you find a kind of peace that lasts beyond time when you stop fighting and accept that life is short. You start to understand that every ending is just a new start, and every passing second is an irreplaceable ibel. In this part of your story, imagine looking at an old picture that shows a happy moment from many years ago that still lives on, even though the moment itself is gone. Living on in your mind, accepting that things will change, doesn't mean giving up, that it means enjoying it even more. That it means realizing that moments are valuable because they don't last long, and in this you find not only peace that lasts, and the deep beauty of just being. Life stops being a race against time, is like a dance. Every step, whether happy or sad, is part of the dance. Taking on challenges makes your life more interesting. Accept that things change and you enjoy life to the fullest as the sun goes down on that quiet hill. You stand there again. The sky is now a deep blue color. At first you can see stars. To shimmer, you take in the cool air and feel deeply calm. It's not a race to be happy. It's a path of becoming by following these 13 truths. If you want to be happy, you have to make it happen. So go out and love fully. Take a deep breath and let happiness find you along the way.